Welcome to the 10K in 30-day live weekly webinar. Welcome, welcome. My name is Vanessa Simpkins from TakeYourPowerBackNow.com. Welcome, darling, to the webinar. We're going to have an amazing transmission today, and you're in the right place. If you are a coach, consultant, healer, speaker, author, expert, and you're looking to really generate consistent cash flow in your business and create a portable, profitable foundation and system, you are in the right place. Every week here on the live weekly webinar, we cover money, mindset, marketing, and manifesting tips. Today, we're going to deep dive into what it actually takes to run your coaching and consulting business, and how do you overcome all of the fear that's involved. I certainly know I had that. Raise my hand. You know, when you show up to your purpose in life, it can be really scary. So we're going to talk about mindset. We always talk about marketing, manifesting, mindset on the weekly webinar. So I'm so excited that you're here. Welcome. And I really invite you to be here and be present and take notes and ask lots of questions. You have me for the next hour. It is my pleasure to be here. I'm so celebrating you being here. I always tell people 90% of success is just showing up. One idea, one nugget, one piece of clarity can radically transform your life and your business. So that's my intention for you here today, that you get one amazing nugget. You'll get many more. It's my promise to you. But just one thing that you take action on, one mindset shift can dramatically transform your business. So let's get started with the training. I want to make sure that you can all hear me. I'm seeing a bunch of people jump on. Would you please type in your name and where you're from into the chat box and let me know that you can all hear me and this amazing thing called technology works. And then we're going to jump right on the webinar and start the training. And I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie Into the Woods with Meryl Streep. I love this woman. Hey, Jamie from Boston, welcome. She is always singing something. I love Meryl Streep. She's like my favorite person in the world. Okay, so it sounds like you guys can all hear me, or we're gonna jump in and do some amazing training. I'm going to start the screen share. I might start singing. So there was a time when I lived in Kauai. I just came back from Kauai, Hawaii the other night, Sunday night. And every time I get there, once I got this Queen of English accent on, and I perform an entire weekend workshop with my clients in this Queen of English accent. And if you wanted to ask a question, you had to put an accent on. It was hilarious. Okay, so welcome to the 10K in 30-day live weekly webinar. We're really talking about how to create your lifestyle and your business by design. We're talking about being a conscious creator. This is the place for spiritual women to prosper. So if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, a solopreneur, again, you're in the right place. And it's, you know, we talked about covering money, mindset, and marketing strategies really for spiritual entrepreneurs who want more confidence, want more cash flow, and freedom in their business. And stick around till the end. I am the author of a few amazing books, if I don't say so myself. And one of these books I will give you access to the online version of it. Stick around to the end of today's training. Seth Godin says there's some very big ideas here for anyone who's ever sabotaged themselves on a sales call, which I think is all of us. And I promise we're going to have loads of fun. I even might start singing, and you'll come away with breakthroughs and a fabulous system for generating more revenue in your business, guaranteed. I love traveling. That's why I started my business. I love sales. I think sales is the most phenomenal, freaking transformational art in the world. I love it. I love teaching women sales. I love it when my clients get the art of high ticket sales and transform their lives and buy new cars and take their family on vacation and upgrade their homes and just, you know, become freaking rock stars that can do whatever the hell they want to do. You know, it really is inviting people. If you are a transformational healer, you know, you need to master sales. That's when you actually start helping people. All right. So we're going to talk a lot about sales. On this webinar, I'm going to share with you proven sales attraction systems to help you attract high-paying clients in the next 30 days. I'm a Capricorn. I like direct, fast, simple, and easy. You know, what's the most simple path to reaching your goals? So I'm going to share with you everything that's worked in my business. I've been doing this now for 8 years. I'm going to share with you how to get massive visibility to your offers if you're new or seasoned business owner, how to break through your visibility blocks. This is the number one thing my clients struggle with, the fear, the doubt. We're going to deep dive into that today. How to get ultra clear about your message and create content that's highly engaging. If you are new to my work, my name is Vanessa Simpkins. And I am an international best-selling author. I've been on a few TV shows, a few morning shows. I'm a speaker, trainer, coach. I've helped thousands of women really around the world skyrocket their confidence and their cash flow. My website's called Take Your Power Back Now. I've been featured in some cool magazines. I've spoken on a TED stage on the topic of success, hosted workshops around the world, really made my first 6 figures using simple systems. Again, I'm going to show you those today. And I'm known for helping spiritual entrepreneurs really break through fear and rock their sales, their confidence, and their cash flow. And I'm going to stop the screen sharing, but to tell you the story of how I got started. People always ask me, how did you become the bikini business coach? And how did you move to Kauai, Hawaii? And I want to do the same thing. And so, you know, I had this crazy dream a long, long time ago that I was going to just live in Hawaii. You know, I went on a trip there in 2008. And I said, oh my God, I'm going to live here one day. And like many people, I'm going to stop the screen sharing and just, you know, talk with you here. Like many people who have a dream, you know, I always wondered how, you know, how can I have freedom? How can I, you know, help people and love them and transform their lives and, you know, live all my dreams and travel and live in Hawaii. And, you know, I struggled and bumbled around. I have a wonderful career now. I work with some phenomenal visionaries and women's empowerment leaders. I love my business. I love my clients. I feel so blessed to get on the phone and share with them what I know, and it inspires them. It inspires me actually to see how they transform and progress and celebrate all of these amazing things in their lives. And I struggled so much on really just showing up for my own purpose, you know. So many years ago, 8 years ago, I used to sell mops and lint removers. I used to sell mops. I was the ShamWow guy on television, you know, selling mops. I was selling ShamWows. Well, I did that. I sold mops for 4 years, and I became the best salesperson in the company, wrote a book about it. And I struggled with even believing that I could have this kind of career. I would see other people do it and I would think, oh my gosh, it's going to take too long. You know, it's going to take me too long to make that same kind of money in a career as a coach. And I invested tons of money. I invested all the money I was making in the mop business, you know, $1,000 a day I was investing into growing this coaching business. And I was really just spinning around in circles. I wasn't making any money. I had so many energy leaks in my life. I was, hey, Rosalind from Montreal, welcome, all you amazing people. I love seeing all these people on here. Welcome. You know, I had so many energy leaks. I was in a relationship with a man that didn't believe in me either. He was just my mirror, right? Just mirroring back all my own lack of self-love and lack of belief in myself, and had a major wake-up call. I nearly lost my life in a hotel room one night. Ex-boyfriend threw me across the freaking room, naked, opened my eyes 2 inches from this big vase, and I thought, oh my God, you know, 2 more inches, that could have been the end of me. And, you know, I took all my things, and ran to the taxi, and I had this conversation with God, and I was like, God, you know, why is this happening to me? And his answer was so clear. So you can help women not fall into the same pattern. And I started bawling, crying, because for years, you know, I was, God, show me my purpose. What am I here to do? You know, I don't want to sell mops anymore. You know, I know I'm meant to do more than selling these fucking mops, right? And when the answer finally came, I was like, oh, hell no, you have the wrong woman. No, I will not be going around sharing the story of, you know, abuse, neglect, you know, addiction, you know, losing my power, codependency, all that ugliness, all that shit. No. I don't want to go around telling the world about that. No, you have the wrong, I won't do it. You rewind. And I sat on that story for 5 years. That story actually became a bestseller. I should show you the book. It's right here. I'll get it for you. Hang on. It's a very lovely book. Let me return in 2 little moments and I shall show it to you. So this is very important. Very, very important. Why I'm sharing you this. This is the best-selling book, Take Your Power Back Now, the ultimate confidence guide for women. A story that I sat on for 5 years, I didn't want to share, became an instant bestseller. Christine! And she said, I just ran into my story at about 500 miles an hour. Yeah. That story that you have, I really believe that God puts you in a pile of shit. A pile of smelly ass shit. And it's perfect. You know, and your way out of it becomes your service to the world. So no matter where you are on this trajectory, maybe you have an online business already, you're already a coach. You know, that's the story. Your experience is really the currency in business. And when I have women who come, you know, to work with me in my programs, I teach them how to talk about their stories and how to use them to inspire other people. So, you know, you have shitty things that happen to you, like a bankruptcy. Well, make a book about it. How wonderful! Another book. Woo! You know. So no matter where you are, just know that it's perfect, and it's for your, you know, your own evolution and really expansion. And so once I cleaned up some of my energy leaks, I was able to launch my business. And so a lot of women that come to see me, they're not able to have a successful business because there are leaks in different areas of life. We're going to talk about that a lot today. And once I closed the energy leak, I launched a telesummit. I started online sales. My income went from a hobby $600 a month income to over $15,000 a month. Never looked back. I moved to Kauai, Hawaii. I became the bikini business coach, and now I help other spiritual women rock their business in a bikini if they want to. So long story, let's start the training already, Vanessa. Come on, it's enough. I love you all. Please type in the chat box at any moment, at any time, with any of your questions, and I'm going to check in back and forth. I do run amazing Soul Sister Masterminds here in Laguna Beach, California, and in Kauai, Hawaii. I love gathering women. I've done just about everything there is to do in business: retreats, webinars, masterminds, speaking. Love speaking, love adventuring, love taking women into the wild. I love celebrating women's wins. I love storytelling. I love having big eyeballs. I love flying around in my bikini. That's really what I love to do the most. So I built my life around being in my bikini. And I shared with you my story, all this shit, you know, authenticity. You want to be real. You know what real tells people? You can trust me. You gotta be real. And if you can't be real with other people, it really means you can't be real with yourself. And that's a problem, you know, because there's probably some kind of gremlins hiding out there. So we're going to talk a lot about cleaning today. It's a really interesting topic, I think. Very, very powerful for creating a life that you love. And I have been doing this for a long time, guys. It's not my first pony ride. I've been, you know, helping women in business for about 8 years. I'm very good at what I do. And I've had the privilege of working with some phenomenal people like the late Wayne Dyer, Jack Canfield. Now I want to ask you a quick question. We're just going to change gears a little bit because I really want to make this about you. I mean, I could sit here and yabber off for the next hour. It's probably going to be very, you know, kind of uninteresting. What I would love to do is I would really love to support you and where you're at and, you know, really help you shift. So I want to find out what are you really struggling with? And, you know, when entrepreneurs struggle to make money, it's usually because of one of these 5 reasons. So go ahead, type in the chat box. What is it? What do you struggle with the most? Is it not having an identity or knowing what your expertise is? That would be number 1. Number 2, don't know what you're selling. So are you kind of, you know, a lot of clients I talk with are struggling. You know, I don't know what it is. You know, they think you're selling coaching. You're not selling coaching. Number 3, don't have an influential offer. It's not enticing enough. Or number 4, don't talk to enough people. Don't make enough offers. So that's like a marketing issue. Or number 5, don't ask for the cash. That's a sales issue, and maybe a mindset issue too. So go ahead, type it in the chat box. I want to know what you guys are struggling with in your business. And we're going to talk about how to really step into your purpose, you know, how to fulfill your purpose and how to create a portable coaching business to support yourself, your family, while you inspire others. I think it's the most phenomenal thing in the world. And I'm going to tell you a story. I love this. So be what you are. Here's a first key, and you want to write this down. Jamie says 3 and 5. All right. So 3 and 5, right? Don't have an influential offer, not enticing enough. Don't ask for cash, right? So you need clarity, right? If you don't have clarity about your offer, you're going to have a hard time selling it to people. So, you know, this is why you got to have all your ducks in a row. You know, if you have one piece of the pie off, the thing's not going to turn. All right, so that's really great to know. Jamie, we're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. And go ahead and type in the chat box. Let me know where you are. You know, what's going on for you. So we're going to talk about being what you are. You know, there is something magical that happens when you decide to be an apple tree. If you're an apple, all right, and you stop trying to be a frickin' orange, which means stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop being what you're not, you know, and really step in and own who you are. And as inspirational leaders, I tell you what, you know it, okay? You know how you know it? Because it's knocking in your freaking soul day and night, and it doesn't leave you alone. That's what happens. And you run around going and doing other jobs for money, and it drains you, and then you start doubting yourself, and oh my God, and the most magical things happen. I see it in my clients all the time. I was telling the story yesterday on the call with them. When you just decide, you know what, I'm an apple tree, I'm going to be the best damn apple tree. And just be what and who you are. And stop trying to compare yourself to the fucking orange tree. Not an orange. You know what I mean? And you obey your calling. When you obey that, that pleases Source so much. It's such a beautiful, wonderful feeling of alignment that all doors open. Everything in your life opens. So be what you are is the first key. I want you to write this down. And you know what? I'm going to invite you all to take a journal or something and take notes. And I want you to put one idea on one page. I'm going to ask you at the end here, what's the one thing you're really taking away? The other magical thing and we're talking again about, Vanessa, how's this going to help me make $10,000 a month? I'm going to tell you right now. You know, everyone comes to me and they all want to know, oh, you know, how does this work? And we end up doing a lot of mindset. Hi, Stefan. Hey, Dee. Oh, I love it. Dee's like, I want some clients and some income. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. So what happens when you actually say yes to your purpose? Yes, it's the most powerful word. It's the most to not kind of, you know, dance around and maybe and try, but to really get in and own it. You know, there is so much magic when you show up to the things that you want to do. You know, life is calling you. You have an intuition, an inkling, and there's hesitancy. That shit will kill you. Hesitancy will rob you of your dream, of your success, more than anything else. You gotta stand up and say yes to it, and you know, figure it out later. The most successful people that I know, you know, it's scary. Change is freaking scary. It's terrifying. It's fucking terrifying. But showing up and saying yes to it. Sven says, I need to be clear about what I'm selling. Right. We're going to talk about that in a moment. And if you want change in your life, commit, say yes, and then figure it out later. Don't let all of these people say, oh, when I have the money, when I have the time, when the kids go back to school, when everything's fucking perfect and smelling like roses, guess what? Ain't never going to smell like roses, or it's never going to be a better time until you decide that it's the right time. Because you wield your power based on your decision. You decide, and then everything happens. There is no outer and external force here happening. It's you and your decisions. And to not make a decision or to procrastinate is not making a decision. It's deciding to procrastinate, deciding to stay the same. So there's nobody outside of you that's responsible for your reality except you and the decisions that you make. Yes, most powerful word. Say yes and figure it out later. But yes opens the door. Okay. I promise we're going to get to some cool marketing things in a moment. Right now, I just want to cover some mindset. You know why? Because it's always about freaking mindset. Okay, so visibility means everything. In business, guess what? Guess what? It doesn't even matter if you're good. I mean, obviously you can't be bad, and you know, you gotta follow through with the things you say you're going to do. But it's not even about being the best. It's about being more visible. The person who's on television, the person who's on the radio, the person who has the most visibility wins, gets the most business. These days, you could be 18 years old and have, 5,000 million Instagram followers and be a freaking rock star. Visibility means everything, which is why if you've got gremlins in the closet about, self-worth or being good enough, you're going to hide. And that's a problem. So that's, visibility in this world, in this business world, means everything. So you got to close your energy leaks. What do you mean by that? Well, what's really stopping you and holding you back from having the revenue and the lifestyle you want from your business? This is what it is. It's all this crap right here. All the fear, the anxiety, all this shit, all of this, disapproving of yourself, the inner critic, the guilt. You got to clean all of that emotional stuff away. You got to close those leaks, because here's what happens. Imagine, you have a laser beam. You are like a laser beam full of energy, and it's leaking. You got a leak over here and a leak over there. Well, what's a leak? A leak is could be a dirty closet. A leak could be, every time for me, I had this freaking seatbelt that my dog chewed. I went on a date with this guy, and my dog went freaked out and chewed his way through the freaking seatbelt in the car. He never did that ever again. He only did it then, and for good reason. The guy was a total troll. All right, but every time I got in that car, I see this chewed seatbelt. Now you guys might laugh, okay, about the chewed seatbelt, but I couldn't get it fixed on Kauai. It was going to take you live in Hawaii, you live on an island, and everything takes time. 6 months to get a freaking seatbelt. I was like, forget it. I'll get it when I move to California. And I moved to California, never had time. Running around, every time I got in my car, the seatbelt. Oh shit, I gotta get it done. So it's like this unconscious conversation that you're having with yourself as you're going through your day. Gotta do that. So you've got this laser beam, of energy that you can focus on, so your being, on your goals, when manifest them and visualize, with emotion, with intention. You've got this, laser beam. And now it's like a trickle. You get so many leaks. You don't realize it, but all these little voices as you go through your life, that steals from you. And then when you go to take action in your business, you're not very powerful. So one of the most powerful things you can do is cleaning, internal emotional cleaning. You got to close your energy leaks. You got to be the master of your mind if you really want to make things happen and make things happen quickly. This is what I actually love doing with my clients. I love it. So clarity is power. If you're not clear, you're not going to take action. Clarity is power. So we're going to talk about how to get clear here in a minute. Here's one of my clients who got clear. She generated $24,000. How's that for my first month? $16,000. Another $6,000 for October, a couple days later. This is what happens when you get clarity and you get into action. So this Vanessa's 10K and 30-day program is the real deal. When you get into action with the right plan, there's just phenomenal results. I've just pulled some of these things out of the group here. People saying, celebrating magic, just signed up a new client, for $1,000. Now she wants to spend $4 more with me. People receiving checks, 12 new clients in my first 30 days. This is all on my website. But if you want to guarantee that your business grows by leaps and bounds and get results, apply. This is an invitation to talk with me directly on the phone. It's a free call, and we're going to explore and see where you're at, and what you actually need in your business. Are you struggling with mindset gremlins, or is it systems and strategies? And here's the link. You want to write this down, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. So if you know that you need some support and you're tired of buying books and banging your head against the wall, and you know that having a mentor would greatly shortcut your road to success, I'll tell you what, mentoring to me is the fastest way to get what you want. Work with somebody who's been where you want to be, who's doing what you want to do, and learn from them. Some phenomenal things have happened in my business when I hired mentors. So I have different programs. If you're ready to really get some phenomenal results in your business and really make a business, not a hobby. but a business that, you know, you can go to the bank with and saying, look what I'm generating, you know, buy a home, buy a car, you know, invest in yourself, grow, do new courses. You know, if you really want to have a real business, you need to create consistent cash flow. And that's what I help my clients with, both in the inner level and the outer level. So there's the link. Now we're going to talk about marketing. So everyone here, Stefan, there's a few people that were saying I have problems with understanding making compelling offers. So I want you guys to take you through a little exercise. I want you to write down on a list on a piece of paper, numbers 1 through 10. And I want you to start writing down your clients' problems. We're going to go right back to the very beginning. Your message and your messages, your marketing messages need to be about the problems that you solve, okay? People pay money to solve problems. Yes, they do. They pay a lot more money to solve a problem than they do to, you know, to just buy. They're actually always, that's what you're spending your money on all the time. Most people spend money on solving problems. So what are my clients' problems? I'll tell you. My clients' problems are, they're usually very unclear about, you know, overwhelmed about all this online marketing, what to do first. They don't believe in themselves. They have some doubts, a lot of inner gremlins, a lot of self-worth, you know, going on there. And they don't know how to sell. And actually they have some pretty nasty beliefs about salespeople. Or there's a ton of things I can tell you. But so I know my clients' problems. You know, they don't know what to do first. So what are your clients' problems? I want you to write them down on a list of 1 to 10. Go ahead and write them down. Your clients' problems. And go ahead and type them in the chat box as well. And let me know what you come up with. This is going to help you with your marketing, with your messaging, and will also get clear on your programs. So what are your clients' top 10 problems? I want to go ahead here and see in the group. Sorry, in the chat. So you got to sell the problem that you solve, not the product. You never sell coaching. Nobody wakes up in the middle of the night and says, I need coaching. No, they say, fuck, I need money. They say, shit, I need a new job. They say, oh my God, I need to get out of this crappy relationship. They say, I need a new car. My car's broken. You know, what is the problem? And if you don't have any clients yet and you are a coach, what you want to think about is, who were you just a little while ago? Who were you a little while ago? Because you're going to attract your clients. And you want to hear something really wild? I'm going to tell you something freaking wild right now. Your clients are just versions of you that you're going to clean. Oh, this version of me called whatever your name is. I recognize you. I know you. I had those problems too. Oh my God, I can help you. That's who you're going to attract in your business. They're just older versions of you. So what were your problems before you had your big wake-up call? Or, you know, think of your life maybe 5 or 10 years ago. What did you struggle with? Great. So here, Stefan's writing, you know, my clients' problems are love, writing, making a living, confidence, visualizing, being clear, leaving the past behind. Can make a great freaking video about that. Health, slimming down. All right, so now you're starting to see here. So every piece of marketing that you do should be around, you know, one of these problems. Marketing message is fine when somebody's looking for a solution and all of a sudden they see, have trouble leaving the past behind, question mark. They're gonna be like, click, I wanna read that. That's exactly what, that's for me. So you see, you start all of your marketing from the pain point, from where the pain island, you know, where they're at. You wanna meet them where they're at. You know, so how can you make a question around their pain? How do you title it? Yeah, so a question, okay? So for example, you know, trouble leaving the past behind, question mark. Know you need to forgive someone, you know, here's how to forget, you know, here's how to clear your past, you know, 3 keys to forgiveness. Or, you know, are you struggling to attract your soulmate? You know, are you tired of banging your head against the wall? D says, yeah, self-confidence, relationships, homosexuality, anxiety. So again, anxiety, how to overcome this problem in 3 simple steps. How to overcome your anxiety. 3 keys to overcome your anxiety. You put a number in, before. So you want a great marketing message invites people to overcome the problem and then get a benefit. That's a wonderful, very easy. Do you want to, avoid this, break through this and get that? It doesn't always have to be a question. It can be 3 keys to, again, break through this. Those are the most powerful, simple. And if you go and you Google copy blogger, this is a great blog. They have some wonderful tips and even headline ideas for you. I always say model what works. Okay, don't reinvent the freaking wheel. Model what works. It is one of the simplest lessons I can give you. All right, so let's get back to the training. I told you I would sing today. Gosh, I love it. Okay. I love that you're all here and really showing up. With that, I'm celebrating. So how do you actually run a portable, profitable, 6-figure coaching business from your bikini? That was my question. I was like, listen, I don't want to go and fly around and fart around and flap around in paradise. How in the heck am I going to make this happen? And it's actually a year ago that we took these pictures, Alex and I took them to this magical, juju, fantastic, amazing, mystical place, the Kalalau Valley. So I turned into the queen when I'm back there. So here's 3 things that you need to master if you're going to run your business in your bikini. You need visibility. We talked about that. I've talked a lot about 30-day video challenges. Now, visibility can mean anything. It can mean speaking. Okay, your local networking. It could be even just talking to people at the coffee shop. What do you do? Oh, I do this. Okay, and closing sales. Making sure those sales conversations actually close, and the online marketing systems that help you get visible and close sales. Those are 3 things that you need. So, people always ask. I'm going to stop this for a moment here because an idea came to my brain. Coffee blogger. No, it's copy blogger. Copy. Just Google best headlines, world's best headlines. Google that, and you're going to see it. You copy like word copy. Copy blogger it's an online resource. It has great resources about online copywriting. And then model what works. Find world's best headlines. Just Google that, and then model it with your stuff. Another great idea is you go to the grocery store and you get those magazines. What are those magazines? And you see the headlines and you can say, I get a lot of ideas from that. Actually, they work. Those are thousands and thousands of dollars that they spend on their marketing. Go freaking steal it, not steal it, but model it. Borrow it and just edit it. Put in your thing. For anxiety, you're going to see somebody saying, oh, blah 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 in the headlines. So just pop your thing in there. That's how I did it. So I learned marketing and copywriting. One of the best skills you can have, because it's not about being the best. It's about, people, they need to click it. They need to open it. They need to pay attention to it. It needs to be engaging. So when you decide that you're going to just help people and you need to see your transformation, your wisdom, you need to know that not sharing it, with somebody could mean the difference between life and death. Really. I mean, can you imagine if I had stayed in that freaking mop job another 4 years? I would have died. Thank God, thank God that I had the mentors that I had. Thank God that they, thank God. Oh my gosh. And somebody is going to thank God for you one day. And you have to actually come to this place of knowing that you are gypping people. You are robbing them if you don't promote and sell yourself and the amazing gifts that you came here to do. You are robbing people. You're gypping them by not offering your amazing juju and your services. You're robbing them. Yeah. So I want to go back here. So, how do you get visibility? There's a ton of ways you can do webinars like this, online video with your iPhone, simple. I tell people, start with a 30-day video challenge. It's going to break through all your visibility blocks. People are terrified. My clients, they're like, ah! And then they're like, I'm day 4 in the challenge, day 28, and I got freaking clients. This is amazing. You take your video camera, your iPhone, whatever you got. This is an iPhone 6. You open up the camera. You hold the phone in your fingers like this. You hold it, you see, it's kind of, you can hold it like this. You hit the record button and you selfie style, blah, 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 blah. You make your video. It could be even about your silly cat, okay? It doesn't have to be about your business. But the best videos really are about problems. Hey, do you have this problem? Let me tell you a story. I used to have this problem, and I did this and I did that, and you can show inspirational stuff. You can share. Here, I read this book, and it's so great. Listen to this quote. You know, you can just rant off and then make them an offer. Be visible, deliver value, make offers. Write that down. That's it. You want to make more money, just do more of that. Be visible, deliver value, make offers. I am a mermaid. Okay, so I have another question here. You know, what language you do your marketing in? I would focus on, English, because that's an international language. I speak French too. Je peux parler en français. On pourrait faire cet webinar en français si tu veux. C'est vrai. Y yo puedo hablar en español también. I can do it I love languages. I love people, but I would do it in English. So visibility, sales conversations, online marketing. I'm gonna go back and screen share. There's flies in my house because the doors are open and they just buzz right in my ear. I'm like, parfait. So cute. Okay, present to everyone. Here we go. Make it through your training, Vanessa. Here's another great tip. Okay, so when you're on Facebook, you posting things on Facebook, you're sharing. This is where you share your videos. That's where you share. What do you share? Share what you love, okay? All the things that you love, just start sharing it. Just be willing to serve and help people and share with that. That's how you start, okay? Greatest piece of advice anyone ever gave me when I was spinning around trying to figure out how to get this coaching, inspirational, freaking empowerment thing going. Just start sharing what you love. You found a quote, you love it, share it and write something. Here's why I love it. Okay. Oh, I love this book. Oh, I love this idea. Okay. Share what you love. Then when people start liking you on Facebook, you don't just add them. Okay. You add them and you send them this little message. Because if someone's liking you and you just add them, social media is made to be social. So you can add them and you can say, hey, thanks, for connecting with me here on Facebook. My goal is not to make more friends, but to make some real connections. I'd love to learn more about you and what you're up to. Talk soon, Vanessa. And so I would add somebody who's adding me on Facebook. I'd accept their friendship, and then I would copy paste this little message, and it would inspire them to tell me why in the heck they're actually wanting to connect with me. All right. And they would tell me, oh, I watched your webinar, or, oh, I just saw you, my friend, or, oh, my friend so-and-so had a great session with you and, referred me. And then you can have a conversation, and you can take the conversation off of Facebook onto the phone and serve them and help them. Okay. And offer your services. So there's a great tip for you to actually take your marketing off of the platform and into a sales conversation. Next, you got to believe in yourself, man. This is the first step. I'm buying a house in Hawaii, and one of my friends told me yesterday. He says, "You know what, Vanessa? You're gonna have your house. You know why? You're so positive." He said, "And you know what? You believe. You believe. Some people have a little bit of success. Your business is booming. You're having phenomenal success. You've got this great relationship. And it's all happening." He gave me the most amazing compliment I think I've heard in a long time. And he says, it's because you believe. You really believe. You don't just believe it a little bit. I said, you're fucking right. That's exactly it. It's all about belief. And this sounds so personal development 101. Oh God. Now I'm talking in cliches. The older I get, the more simple it is. And really to believe in yourself, believe that you can actually do it. It's the key that you need. You must believe in yourself. How do you do that? Start telling yourself, I believe in myself. Let that be a little mantra that goes on and on and on and on underneath the current of everyday experience. I believe in myself. This affirmation, I love myself. I'm a winner. I believe in myself. You start telling yourself this, and your life is going to dramatically transform. Let this be the conversation that you're having instead of all the bullshit that's there. And the negative self-talk and the criticism. If you really take a look at it, and honest to God, look at the thoughts that you think, you would be appalled. You'd be appalled. You got to believe in yourself. And the way to do that is just to declare it over and over and over. You reprogram your subconscious mind through repetition. And the universe is always affirming back what you believe. The universe is always affirming what you believe back to you. It's a self-made, this is a self-made reality. We install something in our subconscious mind through repetition. I have a special process that I teach my clients. That's why they get such fast results. And boom. So the way to look at the field, or the way to look at your life, if you don't like what you see, you just change it. But you got to change it on the inside first. You got to change the belief first, and then outside it mirrors it back to you. You got it. These are my cute little nails. I've been having this nail color now for a couple months. I love it. I found this card in the store. You have to believe in yourself. That's the secret. I mean, it really is. Then you got to hear your intuition. You got to tune in, trust it, and take action on it. This is the hardest part. Most women, especially, I love men. You know, there's some really amazing men in my programs as well. But people are so screwed up because they can't even feel. They're not even connected with their feelings. They don't even know what they feel. Forget about intuition. I don't even know what I feel. Most people are avoiding their feelings because they're painful, uncomfortable. Well, you know, your feelings are going to talk to you. You know, your intuition, your higher self, is going to talk to you through your feelings. And the best things I've ever done in my life, the best explosions in business have come from taking action on intuition. You always know. You got to trust it. That's how you program your mind with a goal, and then your intuition tells you, you know, and sometimes it can just, that's how you stay in the flow. You know, I celebrate this with my clients. It's a big celebration just to trust your intuition. It sounds so 101, but my God, is it ever powerful. This is the juju right here. And then get accountability. Have somebody to help you stay on track and stay focused and moving forward. You need to get support and accountability and mentorship. Surround yourself with people who see the greatness in you. You don't want to hang out with your friends or your family who, you know, challenge you, who don't believe in you, who want to keep you safe. They're the worst people. Get rid of them. Get away from them. Don't tell your dreams to people who don't even believe in themselves. You know, get away from them. If you really want to grow, you need to surround yourself with people who are like you, who see you, who get you, who believe in you. Do you want to see people transform? Wow. You get them together, you know, get them together with accountability and a mentor, someone who's been there and done it before. That's how, you know, somebody who can say, stop doing that. You're going the wrong way. Don't waste your time with that. Do this instead. If you do these three things instead, you're going to move forward. That's what you need. Someone to say, hey, readjust yourself this way. Left, we're going left now. So this has really been an interesting webinar because I know you're all heart centered, just phenomenal. And if you really want to expand, you know, this is the most direct thing I can, you know, share with you is how it's done. You know, and I know that if you're watching this webinar that you are just an amazing, beautiful soul. I don't believe in, you know, coincidences. To me, everything is divine synchronicity. You called this in. I'm super celebrating you being here. And I want to share with you my program, the 10K in 30 days Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow program. It really is the best program for spiritual women entrepreneurs. And what we do in the program is help you get your mindset straight, close all those energy leaks, get rid of the freaking gremlins. I teach you how to process your own emotions, how to take apart your belief system, put it back together with the right beliefs, you know, that are aligned with your now vision for success. Most people's beliefs are, you know, God, you know, when you're 12 years old, or you haven't checked under the hood in a couple of years, you know, you got to do regular cleaning, otherwise you start to smell. So anyways, we do a lot of mindset work. We help you get clear on an event. You know, what is your event going to be? Are you going to do videos? Are you going to do webinars? Are you going to do speaking, networking? What are you going to do? Help you create your offer. Get crystal clear on your offer. Again, clarity is power. What is your offer? What's it called? What's included? How much does it cost? And then I help you get on a sales call, teach you my sales process, how to handle sales objections, and create a high ticket sale. So if you want to generate $10,000 in 30 days, the way to do it is to not, you know, sell a $12,100, you know, products. It's to sell a $5,000, a $10,000, a $3,000 coaching program with your services. Offer your service. It's the highest value you have. And then you only need a couple, 2 or 3, to hit your goal. It's really simple. So this exact sales attraction I've used for over 8 years. It works. Here's one of my clients, Tanya, enjoying the 10K lifestyle. She's just rocking it. She is an amazing homeschooling mom. She came to see me. You know, her family was like, you should get a job. And what do you think, this coaching thing? It's pipe dream. Ugh, God bless your families. You know, they just want the best for you, but it's really not a nurturing environment. And she really just, you know, took the sales attraction system, took the 10K blueprint and rocked it. Now she's taken her kids traveling. She bought herself her dream car. She's traveled all over the place, speaking all over the place, has a ton of clients. She's loving her business. Dara is another one of my clients. She transitioned from being a local fitness instructor and is now a women's empowerment leader. And, you know, when she came to see me, she said, you know, can I really do this? And I said, absolutely. And we put her online program together, took her story. Okay, she had a story about, just a phenomenal story. She used to be a stunt woman, and she used to be Belle, you know, in Disney. And my gosh, it's such an incredible story. We packaged that and put her training online. And now her clients pay her $5,000 and upwards to work with her in her online program. All right, and now she can travel. It's an online business. All you need is really a computer and a phone. Here, some people say, well, Vanessa, you know, $10,000 is actually not that exciting. Well, here's a client who did 37,000 pounds. That's you know, do the calculation. What's the pound worth to the American dollar? It's almost like $50,000. Lisa, when she came to work with me, she was actually considering quitting her business. She said, I'm working too hard. I don't even enjoy it. And she was traveling to meet people locally, and it was really straining her because she had a daughter, and she wanted to have another daughter, and she wanted to actually retire her husband, who's a wonderful man, and have him write his book and do, you know, work with her. And she was just ready to throw in the whole towel. It's a lot of entrepreneurs see me and they're like, this is too much freaking work. And all the time it's mindset, you know. So if you are struggling and working too hard in your business, let's get on the phone. I can help you with that. It's what I do really well. And then everything else works. You're able to show up and take action in your business. So we got her really clear. And also I helped her, you know, get a package clear and talk to the right people. She was talking to the wrong people, and she was talking to the gatekeepers instead of talking to decision makers. And in her first 30 days, she closed the deal for 37,000 pounds. And she says it right here. I was feeling very stuck and unmotivated in my business. It was a big decision to invest money in the business and myself. Listen, the hardest thing to do is to do something different. But you know what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Okay, you got to invest in yourself if you want to do something different and change. I promise you, it'll be the best investment you ever make. You can invest in cars and homes, but when you invest in yourself, nobody can ever take that away from you. No one can take away knowledge and experience from you. It follows you everywhere. So again, we talk about, you know, what really is stopping you. It's all these emotions. It's all the inner crap. You got to clear that stuff out and take action. You know, as an entrepreneur, you're going to get paid to be innovative, all right, to follow your intuition. And I'm telling you, it's terrifying. People are terrified to do it, but that's where the magic is. You know, God's source spirit's like, man, are you going to be that apple tree already? Stop trying to be a freaking watermelon or a pineapple. You're a freaking apple. Just be an apple. I'm gonna freaking sprout your tree. You're gonna have tons of blossoms, and it's gonna be smelling so freaking fantastic, and you're gonna be intoxicatingly attractive. And God, just be the freaking apple already. You know, that's where the magic is. When you show up and you own that, you honor that. And it's really not about finding yourself. You already know who you are. You just got to be it. It's about creating yourself. This is going to be fun. I want to do this. Go after that. Living from a place. Are you living from a place of believing that everything is possible and can happen for you? Or are you freaking creating from not to fail? Creating from got to be safe, not take a risk. This is called hell on earth. It's not about finding yourself. You already know yourself. It's about creating yourself. What would be fabulous and exciting? And how much time, like I said, are you spending? Are you spending creating in fear or love? Because you're always creating, right? Which mode of this pendulum? Are you in survival mode? Are you thriving mode? Where are you? And what's it costing you not to have a mentor, the sales attraction system, the clarity in your business? What's it costing you if your business is generating I tell my clients, if your business is generating, $2,000 a month and you want it to make 10, well, it's costing you $8,000 a month not to have that information. That's what it's costing you. And it's not just financial. When I was stuck in that mop job and I didn't have a plan, I didn't have a mentor, I didn't have a way out. Oh my God, I wanted to kill myself. It was awful. It was awful. And I was making a ton of money as I should be happy. It was not my purpose. And that gnawed on me. It chewed me, would eat me alive from the inside out. And, thankfully I found a spiritual online, person. And wow, thank God she showed me some of the systems, in my life. I started investing in myself. It was terrifying. I spent more money on my first mentor than I did on my rent. And I drove this shitty car that had rust bucket holes in it. And I was taping up the rust bucket holes one day and spray painting it. And I thought, geez, if my family ever finds out I'm spending more money on this mentor than a freaking rent and I'm driving this shitty car, they're going to think I'm crazy. You know what? But you know what was crazy? Was staying in that job and another freaking year. That would have actually made me crazy. So what's it costing you not to have the clarity and the guidance and the support that you need to really fulfill your purpose? This is bigger than, just making money. So you have a choice. You can say, Vanessa, this is a great webinar. I love you. I think this is awesome. Thanks for sharing. And I'm going to go off and do these things by yourself, or I can help you. I can really take you by the hand and guide you and support you, like I've done for thousands of entrepreneurs. And what if in the next 30 days we could generate an extra $10,000? What about just $2,000 in sales? What would 12 clients in the next 30 days do for your business? And for some people, they're like, 10,000 is not really exciting, but 50 is. Or some people are like, man, if I just had an extra 5,000, can you imagine what you would do? Can you imagine what you would do if every month you knew you'd generate, $10,000 or more in your business? Can you imagine what your life would be like? Well, start imagining. That's totally possible. And that's what happens in the Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow program. 3 new clients in a day, my first $9,000 a day. Listen, guys, I work with healers, women who have some kind of, information, genius, talent, juju, and they just need some help to package it and belief and really the art of high ticket sales. How does it work? I work with psychics, fitness instructors, dietitians, a lot of healers, because I used to be a healer. I don't know if you know that about me, but I used to be a healer. I used to be an acupressure practitioner. Actually, there's a woman here that went to school in the same school as I did all those years ago. So here, another testimonial, Kala Cost. I tripled my income in 28 days from one simple strategy from Vanessa. She's streets-wise, world-wise, business-wise beyond her year. Listen, guys, one idea, I'm not making this up. One idea can dramatically transform your business. There I am in my hot pants with some of my clients at the Soul Sister Mastermind Laguna Beach. We had so much fun. I love those freaking hot pants too. Okay, so here again is the link to connect with me. Again, this is a free call. My time is very limited. I love what I do. I support my clients fully. But if you're serious, are really about making a change in your life, if you don't want to spin around for another 2, 5, 10 years trying to figure it out on your own, I invite you to have a conversation with me. And really, this is for people who are ready. My prayer, to the God, Source, Spirit is, hey, you send me people who are ready. And people get on the phone with me and they're like, you know what? I've been watching you and, it's time. So if it's time for you to do something different, I'm going to invite you to apply. It is a free call. And what we will do on that call is really explore, where you're at. This is for you if you want to make a lot more money in your coaching consulting business. You're going to find out what's really holding you back. Is it just a lack of clarity with systems, or is it a mindset gremlin? And then, I may, if it feels right, I may invite you to become one of our clients this month. So again, it's a free call. And the Skyrocket Your Constant Cash Flow program, I have 2 versions of it now. It is an online mastermind program where people actually get the support and the guidance and consistent support and guidance. And this is actually why it works so well. Many mentors out there, you can't talk with them ever. They just buy my program and then you read my book and you read it and you're so screwed up. And you never really have time to talk with a mentor. I actually mentor my clients. And it saves you so much time because I've been doing this now. I've made all the mistakes. I've done it all. Don't make the mistakes. I already did them for you. So you can really shortcut your success. and stay on track and do the right priorities. Most people aren't doing the right things. You need really, if you just take action on the next three things, the next three priorities, your business will grow by leaps and bounds. So inside the program, we cover mindset, messaging in module 1, visibility, generating leads in module 2. Are you going to do an online business, offline business? How are you going to generate your leads? What are you going to actually sell? We get you clear on packaging your services. I love helping people create high ticket packages, $3, $5, $10, $15, $20,000, $37,000, $50,000, whatever you're doing. The VIP days, if you want to do retreats, we can do that too. And then we also cover the online mastermind model, which I think is the best model for business. It's so much fun. Women really need it, and it's wonderful. It works like gangbusters, and I love teaching people how it works, and I love it when my clients get results because they're in the program and they model it. So module 4, we talk about sales and how to handle sales objections. Module 5 is about positioning yourself. Are you going to write a book? Are you going to become the expert of an online program? What are you going to do? Let's position you. Number 6 is about networking. So how do you how do you connect with people and grow your relationships? All right. Most people go to networking events and they try and get clients from there. You could, but it's more about building relationships. I teach you how to do that. Module 7, really, your free opt-in gift. So how do you create your online sales attraction system? How do you warm up your audience? I cover that in depth. I even give you my email string, my email chain. There's resources, there's bonuses, there's how to do webinar program in there. I have actually, a promotion running right now that includes 3 bonuses. First bonus is, webinar mastery secrets. How do you actually run a webinar? I'll give you my webinar slides. And the other bonus is how to 10x your income using online masterminds. And the third bonus is the I'm a Conscious Creator Mindset Mastery Program. Workshop Profit Secret System is in there too. So you get kind of everything. You get all of my programs all rolled into one, and then you get my accountability and coaching to help you, pick and choose. And not just pick and choose, but you really want to model your business around your lifestyle and also around your gifts and talents. If you're a speaker, you need to speak. And so I give you also my workshop Profit Secret System, how to generate an extra $100,000 a year. You don't have to do these huge, crazy speaking on a huge live stage. You can just start with like 15 people in my yoga teacher's basement. That's how I started. Everything I learned in the mop stage, I took off the mop stage and I started doing, so what happens if I sell high-end coaching like I did mops? Oh my God, it worked, okay? And listen, you're talking to somebody who was terrified to do her first workshop. I'm gonna tell it myself now. Somebody invited me to do a, oh gosh, what was it? Yeah, meetup group on law of attraction. I even had my book published, my first book. I told him I wasn't ready. I put him off for 6 months, okay? And finally, I figured I want to do the speaking thing, and boom, I made $4,100 at my first workshop. And then I realized, oh my God, this thing works. So you get the entire workshop Profit Secret System. How do you create offers? How do you create offers from the stage? How do you seed your offer before you even begin your talk? How do you put your facilitation work together? What are the processes? How to fill the room? I give you flyers. You just model what works. Okay, it's all included in there for you. Christine was a client of mine. She just did a branding workshop. What's her results here? I walked away with 5 new high-end clients and 3 referrals from attendees. The best part is that people told me it did not feel like a pushy sales pitch. Can you imagine having results like that? Wouldn't you like that? So all of the program, everything that's in there is really the best of the best. Here's Susanna Kennedy. She was a healer in Kauai. She came to see me and she said, I've been marketing myself for 6 years. Nothing's working. We did some mindset work. I gave her my recipe, and she did $20,000 in her first month, $20,000 in her second month, another $20,000. Can you imagine making $60,000 in the next 90 days? It's just totally possible. Totally possible. She said, Vanessa helped me break through my aversion to sales. If you don't love sales, you've got some juju, some gremlins. You have to get rid of that. Okay? Sales is really transformational. It's the art of transformation. It's the most exciting, thrilling adventure. I love it. I love talking with people. It's just inviting people to transform. It's really helping people. That's where it is, guys. And everyone's they're busy running around doing everything else but that. Okay? So she said, Vanessa's challenge is 10K in 30 days, but my results have been double that. And her husband invited me for Thanksgiving dinner. It's still one of the most phenomenal celebrations I've had. You know, her husband says, we're thanking, you know, God for you this year because you've just totally transformed her life. She started doing her retreats now. She's selling them at $5,000 and $8,000 in-person retreats in Hawaii. I mean, there's so many things you can do when you get your mindset straight and you get clear. Here's another client that says, Vanessa, I received your gift and I really want to say thank you. I also want to personally thank you for your program and your coaching too. Yeah, you're over delivering. There's another secret. You want to blow your clients' freaking socks off. This is one of the best, if not the best investments I've ever made. Would you like to receive messages like this from your clients? Again, here's the link to apply. Again, it's a free call. And we're just going to really explore and see, you know, where you're at. And you never know until you're going to do it. You never know until you're never going to know until you decide to find out. Okay, this is really the first step. 10K ready. TakeYourPowerBackNow.com. 10K ready. So I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. I love Think and Grow Rich. If you want to learn, read that book. Read it like 20 times. And when you finish reading it, just read it again and again and again and again. You want to really learn something, read it over and over and over again. So one of the quotes I love, it says, education consists not so much of knowledge, but of knowledge effectively and persistently applied. Wow, this is so freaking persistently applied. Okay, persistence. You can't just do things once in a while. You've got to get into this groove of consistency. So people are paid not merely for what they know, but more particularly what they do with what they know. So don't let this be another webinar that you just come in, you just sit at and listen to some yakking talking head for an hour. You got to do something with it. And nothing happens until you make a decision. This is so funny. It's my sister. We went bungee jumping in New Zealand. I'm going on vacation with her here in a little bit to Canada next week. And I'm sure it's going to be another epic freaking adventure. She's an adventure tour guide. You got to take risks, okay? Life, the riskiest thing in life is to not take a risk. And you just stay the same the rest of your life and you stagnate and you roll over and die, never living your dreams. And you got to follow your intuition. You got to let love guide you. You got to be okay with that. I know it's scary. I know it's terrifying. You got to decide you want it more than you're afraid of it. Say yes, right? We talked about that. Commit. This is really the magic sauce. This is, universe is testing. Are you really going to say yes? Are you really going to commit to yourself? That's when you start to take yourself and your dreams seriously. That's when, that is reflected on the outer realm called, the money that you want or the clients that you want. And then and only then does the expansion happen. Okay, but never before. You're creating your reality. It starts with a decision. So, if you've been following my work in these webinars for some time, I am running a promotion and I will be raising the rates on my program. So now's your chance to really take the bull by the horns and do something drastically different in your life and really celebrate some amazing results. So I believe that you can do it. I believe that you are here for a reason. I believe that there are no coincidences. In all the world you found this webinar. How amazing. Well, and I tell people all the time, well, if you've been praying and you get God answers you and shows you something and it feels right, go. You got to show up. It's not just okay to pray and pray. You got to actually take action on it. So this might be right for you. I have no idea. And the only way to find out is to apply and connect with me and find out. Might be the best hour, best 30 minutes you spend in your business the entire year. So with that being said, oh, Stefan, you're so awesome. The program is wonderful. It gave me the kick I needed to step forward. I stopped sitting on the fence thanks to Vanessa and her program. Oh, you're so awesome. I love you, Stefan. Right on. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to stop the screen share. And I'm going to type here in the chat box. Any other questions that you guys have for me? I'm going to type in a place where you can go and pick up a copy of my ebook. I'm not going to tell you the URL because you got to be here live. It's just for you guys who are here live. So I'm typing in chat. So go ahead and grab it out of the chat. It's there. Any last minute questions that you have for me, I'm going to answer them. I'm going to have another little sip of coffee. But I so thank you for being here. How amazing. 90% of success is just showing up. And so what's your one thing? What's one thing that you're taking away from today's webinar? What's one big aha? One idea that you're going to take away and implement? or that you're just going to highlight and say, I'm focusing on this, or, you know, this was big for me. Just one. One idea, one piece of clarity can dramatically transform your life. And I'm going to wait a few moments here. Should we charge in pounds or US dollars? Well, that depends. I like the US currency. I think it's universal. I would charge in US dollars. Great question, by the way. I'm surprised there's no more questions here. This is amazing. If I would have had a mentor like me sitting here for an hour, I would have peppered freaking so many damn questions in this thing. Really. You know, you got to ask. Ask and you shall receive. An idea, your energy, I love it. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I love you guys. I don't see any other questions. So I'm going to, oh, Jamie says, identify my client's problems and make an offer. Yes. What do you eat? Oh, that's a great question. You know what I eat? I'm really big into kale smoothies these days. I'm big into kale smoothies with mangoes, and I put spirulina, and I put protein in there. And what else do I eat? I try and eat lean protein. I had mahi, macadamia nut crusted mahi. That's like, oh my God, so good. And vegetables. What else do I love to eat? I have chia seeds with rice milk and cinnamon. What else do I love to eat? I have these little turkey sausages that have 0 fat that I love to eat right now. I love to eat fresh fruit. Oh my God. I like to keep eating very light in the morning, and then I'll have a good meal for lunch or dinner. And, you know, substitute one of my meals with a protein shake of some kind. Yeah. And I love cappuccinos. Great questions, everyone. So listen, I want to thank you for being here. It's been over an hour, so I'm going to, you know, end the webinar and just celebrate you. Congratulations for being here and taking action in your business and taking the time. You could be anywhere else. You know what I mean? You could be anywhere else in the world, really, and you chose to, you know, be here. And so I congratulate you. You know, really. 90% of success is just showing up. One idea, one piece of clarity, you know, put into action can dramatically change your life. I've seen it happen many, many, many times. And if you're ready to dramatically change your life in business and you would like my help, apply. I'll put that link here as well in the chat for you. And I will see you all on next week's webinar. I wish you an amazing week filled with love and abundance and dreaming your visions into reality. And I will see you all next week. Bye, everyone. Aloha.